Hey guys, I'm thinking we're going to have one more decent sized correction before we go higher in November and December. Again, we'll always react. We're not going to predict. But the reason I see this, so a sell-off potentially sometime this month or next month, is because obviously the uncertainty over the presidency, but more importantly, we're seeing PC sales slow down, which affects the consumer. We're also seeing smartphones, with Apple reporting weaker growth with the iPhone 16. That's an issue as well with the consumer. Now, some may be waiting for the new AI phones eventually. That could be part of it, okay? But if you're buying semiconductors, make sure it's business to business right now, okay? Because we're seeing like ARM Holdings took a hit today because of that news from Apple. Because remember, they work with the smartphones. Obviously, Qualcomm does as well. And then Micron does as well. They're consumer-facing companies. So if you want to be sure, when you're playing, stocks in this volatile September and October, I would stick with NVIDIA, guys. The business to business, the ones that sell to enterprises, not to consumers, guys. And you're going to be more shielded from that slowdown, okay? So it all comes down to what camp you're in. Do you think we're going to be in a recession next 12? Do you think we're already in one? Or do you think we're going to avoid a recession? I think we'll avoid a recession simply because AI is helping companies perform better. Right? When you think about it, AI is helping a company's bottom line. They're cutting costs, okay, lowering expenses while increasing productivity with higher revenues, okay? And I know not every company is able to monetize it yet, but we're still in the beginning of it. And I think more and more companies will figure out how to do that. So I see numbers, growth getting better, not worse. And that's why if you're staying in the AI segment, guys, I think you're going to be okay. But I understand other parts, right, of the economy, right? We are recessionary right now as we speak. And especially if you're taking the technical term of a recession, remember that's 2 quarters in a row of negative GDP growth. And because of the high numbers we put up, over the last year, we could easily, when we lap those numbers, it could easily show negative numbers 2 in a row. So technically we could have a recession, okay? I do think it'll be minor though because of AI. So, but like I said, I just posted a graph in my community tab, what happens after interest rate cuts, where if there isn't a recession or there is a recession, the direction of stocks. And what's interesting is the first 2 months remain choppy. And that's what we're going to see in September and October, like I've been telling you, most likely, before we climb out of it. Now, if there's no recession, then it goes off, it goes up for a while. We're talking November, December, January, have a nice run into 2025, possibly through a good chunk of 2025. Okay. But then if there is a recession, then stocks after 2 months, right, November, start going down. So it's the complete opposite. So you have to decide what camp you're in. The reason I'm in the camp of no recession is because of AI, like I said, helping out, lowering costs for companies by not having as much staff, for example, which I know scares people when you see unemployment going up, but this is actually helping companies. And remember, there's not enough prime age workers to handle all the jobs out there. So now instead of, money being paid a wage to a human, right? You've heard me talk about this. Now it's being paid to an AI company like NVIDIA instead. And so that only helps with their revenue and EPS growth there with their financials. So that's why if you look at the big picture, this is an inflection point. Again, with AI, it is the AI revolution. And this is going to help many companies. They're going to figure out how to monetize it. That's why I think we'll avoid a recession. If you're in, the AI names, like I said, you're going to be fine. That's where the growth is expected, okay? So I just wanted to point that out to you guys, but drop me a comment. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you later.